Now, let's talk about this hygiene. Call me Missy Fresh. That's Miss with a Z, Missy Fresh.
It ain't gon' nah.
I'm finna teach y'all how to be fresh and so clean.
Fresh and so clean.
Let me write this down. Cause, hold on, I'll be back. We're gonna talk about head to toe cleanliness. Fix that button. Then we're gonna talk about, we're gonna do God first actually. G-O-D. Then we're gonna talk about school. No, we're gonna talk about school and public setting. We're gonna talk about these boys, cause boys, we're gonna talk about our careers, cause it's important. Careers, yes! In the name of Jesus. Lego. First thing is God. I'm gonna talk about my experience and how God revealed himself to me. God revealed himself to me through this. Mei'Hayah 3. Baby. And I put this specific clip because if it wasn't for Rakai and Desmond having that argument and something clicking in Kaisen's brain to bring hood preacher queen on to the Mei'Hayah to give them a service on that Sunday. I think that Sunday was the 7th or the 8th. Correct me if I'm wrong. But baby, after that service, I changed.
Family, to God be all the glory.
The first thing, and I will never forget this day. The first day he talked to, I didn't even write this down. I didn't write it down on my mirror, and I wrote heck of stuff on my mirror. If y'all see my mirror, I write heck of stuff on my mirror. I write heck of notes, and I never wrote a note or anything, nothing handwritten, or it's no proof behind me actually watching this or anything. But it's in my head, and it will be forever a memory in my head. When Preacher Quiz came on, he talked about gratefulness. And I said, I'm not grateful that my mama allowed me to go homeschool to focus on my personal self because I wasn't going on the right path. I wasn't following a leader, but it was like, I was just gonna be a regular person. That's not who I wanted to be or God got planned for me. So I'm like, I'm not grateful. I'm sleeping in. I'm half-ass in my work. Yeah, okay. Alright. Then it wasn't to, I believe so, it was the 28th of Mei'Hayah. And I believe it was the 28th. I don't know. It was something around that time, the day where that boy and his mama came on. And the dude that be doing the little giveaways, not little, big giveaways. And him and Kai bought the son a PC, and they got that mama a car because she take the people to prison to go see their families. Got her a good car to take everybody there and got them a house. Baby, when I tell you, I don't cry a lot. I'm not a crier. I don't really cry a lot, but I'm telling you, I cried day 3. I cried whenever the day was when the first service was. I cried that day when he gave that PC away. I cried the last day. I cried when he hit the subs. I ain't never cried that much in a month. So obviously it was something that came over me and was like, you gotta get your shit together. And it was God. So I follow his ways. I start doing what he wanted me to do. Following his ways, right? Immediate. It was, I don't even think it was a week later. I was on the phone with one of my friends. I said, I've been getting closer to God or whatever, right? And she was like, you know, God believed in slavery, right? God this and God that. She was just saying like just weird stuff about God. I'm just like, huh?
Okay.
And then something in me was like, she might be right, because you don't read the Bible. Because at the time, y'all, I'm gonna be so totally honest, I wasn't reading the Bible. So it's like, I don't read the Bible, so it's just like, she might be right. So some in me was like, she might be right, so should I be believing in God or what? But then I remembered, baby, God will do stuff in mysterious ways to test you, to see if you still gonna walk with him. In the name of Jesus, I switched the subject, and after that subject was over, that subject didn't even last a minute. I hung up the phone, because you ain't never gonna play with my God.
Amen, 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 somebody.
It's just, So you have to really want to be in a certain place. You gotta really want to be something within yourself, and God is gonna show you and reveal Himself to you in different type of ways. You gotta stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. You gotta stop worrying about the negativity. You gotta stop letting the water get into your boat. You gotta stop letting the water get into your boat, because that's what's gonna make you sink. We ain't sinking over here. We paddling our way through. Or we walking through the water. We swimming through the flood. Baby, we ain't gonna let that water get into us and sink us. All the negativity, all the what people think about you, all the, oh, you ain't gonna be this. Oh, you ain't even got your clout up. You ain't even this. You ain't even that. Baby, I believe in myself. I know God believe in me. Baby, you don't have to believe in me.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Trust and believe. Okay, my mom used to always tell me, you better worry when they stop talking about you. Then that mean you ain't doing something right. Keep talking about me. I don't give a
Baby, to this day, my mama says, are you gonna get this job? You ask me, am I gonna get a job? Like, I'm not working towards my plan. I told myself, if I'm not at a good, stable place in life to where I can keep on leveling up, I'm gonna go to college. But that does not mean I'm going to get a job. If I get my life together right now and continue on this path of success, and I'm not at a good level of success and I'm not flourishing, then I'm going to force myself to go to college. That's my goal. I'm not getting no 9 to 5. That's not me. Because all that's going to do for me is make me go, it's going to set me back and go backwards. It might not be the same for other people, because I'm not never knocking nobody that has a 9 to 5. Because at the end of the day, you got to start from the ground up. Nobody going to do it for you. But me, baby, I already got my plans written out. My plans is written out on the table. I done researched late nights, 3 o'clock in the morning, still waking up, 8 o'clock in the morning, do my schoolwork, and still research for the whole next day. Not going nowhere, not going to no, I ain't go to no carnival. I ain't go to no main event, no Roosevelt. I didn't go nowhere because I was so focused on the plan and planning so I can start. And guess what? I started. You see me right now. I'm starting. You see what I'm doing? You can do it too. Whatever you want to do, put your mind to it. You can do it. Believe in it impossible. Because it's impossible to them. It's not impossible to you. As long as you do right by God, He going to put you in a position to be great. And that's all I got to say. And you got to hustle. You got to really want it. Baby, we are not the same people at the end of the day. Baby, it doesn't matter what you have on. It matters what's inside of you. It matters how you present it to people. It doesn't matter what it is. Baby, because that's a real hustler. That's a real grinder. That's a real person. That's a real being. That's a real human being. So you seeing how all these other people dress themselves up and you thinking you gotta look like them to be like them, I need you to go see how they started. If they started from looking like that, they had it like that and their parents had it like that. Or they started young and they did that stuff behind the scenes so they can come and present it like that to you without having to show you the struggle and the work that they had to put in. But you got to put in work. All I got to say, and I'm done, you got to believe in God. You got to follow God. You got to do right by God. Now. You gotta want to do it. You gotta want to flourish. You gotta want to persevere. You gotta get through the storm. You can't let nobody, not your mama, your daddy, your grandpa, because at the end of the day, they ain't gonna die with you. They ain't coming in this world with you. You can't let nobody discourage you. They in the village, they dancing and prancing around, they commenting on what you got going on. Whole time you working your way up to building a whole kingdom, and they don't even know it. Then worry about their opinion when you get up there. You ain't even gonna want to worry about their opinion when you get up there. You gotta really want it, and then you gotta do it. You can pray about it. You can say you want it. Actions speak louder than words. That's all I gotta say. Now let's talk about this hygiene. Head to toe. Head to toe hygiene. I need y'all to stop dyeing y'all hair if it's not professionally dyed. And it's not professionally dyed if your mama did it and she know how to read instructions on a box. That is not professionally. You need a treatment before that. You need scalp protection and all that. Before you even do that, you need to go to a salon. You need to go to a salon. Senior hair salon. I need y'all to keep your hair done every month. Even if that hairstyle doesn't last the whole month and it gets all, you see this? My part's still there, but it gets all fuzzy and stuff and you can't see your parts no more. That's when you take your hair out and stop using products that's not good for your hair. You need to start reading the labels to see what's good for your hair type. Go to the lady that do the thing and she tell you your hair type and all that. She probably do that at the salon because that's why I know my hair type and stuff. So do that. Get you the right shampoo. I personally use the olive oil or Design Essentials. And sometimes if I really ain't got it like that and I'm on a cheap route, I'm gonna get that Suave or that Cantu. But stick to one hair product. Stop putting heat on your hair. You ain't got no heat protection. Let me show you the heat protection. This is the heat protection that I use. Get you a heat protectant. If you want to wear your hair all out, you want to have your quick weave, your sew-in, I need you to protect it with the heat protect and cut your fucking ends.
Cut it, cut it, cut it.
Get your ends clipped. Stop putting your braids in these protective styles. If you're not oiling your scalp, at least oil your scalp, because you really need to spray your scalp and protect your ends. But I'm gonna just oil the scalp, baby. I ain't got time to do all that. But oil your scalp. I use Wild Growth with ponytails. It don't matter how you get your hair done or what they do to your hair. Just make sure your hair is protected from heat and you wash it properly and you're not using all these different concoctions. But now, face. Now, how I start my face is I don't have my skincare routine down pat, but I'll tell you what I do. I use this cleanser by CeraVe. Do that. I do not double cleanse, which I need to because I do wear mascara and I do wear sunscreen. But I'm going to buy me this right here, this Good Molecules Cleansing Balm, because I heard it was good and I read it when I was at the stores way back ago. That is good for combination skin. I have combination skin. Find out your skin type. Literally, all you gotta do is touch your skin and you find out your skin type. Look at your skin, see what's wrong with it. You got some bumps, you got some pores, get it together. You got some discoloration, get it together. You need to exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not finna sit up here and lie to y'all. I don't exfoliate my face, which I probably need to do to get all this dead skin off. I wash my face in the shower at night, but in the morning I just regularly wash my face at the sink. Then after you do that, I don't use toner because toner just like, I don't know, it just does nothing. I don't see the purpose of toner. But I would, like, occasionally, if I need to get in there, I'm gonna use alcohol behind your ears. Alcohol behind your ears or some witch hazel. Get in the crevices with the alcohol if you feel like it's really not it. This the alcohol I use, Walmart. It's really not specific alcohol. This is just example. Baby, you get alcohol from everywhere. Witch hazel. This is the witch hazel. I don't know if I use the witch hazel with alcohol or without alcohol. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm not paying attention to that. It's really not that big of a deal. Then you go in with your serums. I have never used this serum before, but it's good to close my pores, and I have pores and I have dark spots, so I'm going to use this. I've been using this for 2 years, not consistently, but I used to use it consistently, and it's really good. It gets the job done. If you want to be extra out, when you exfoliate, do not use your serums when you exfoliate. Do not use alcohol the day you exfoliate. Just wash your face, put the exfoliating on, and then take it off and put you some moisturizer on. The moisturizer I use is this one, or I use shea butter, but it clogs my pores. So if you have pores, don't use shea butter because it clogs it. But I do use the La Roche-Posay Double Repair Moisturizer. And I'm also going to try out this new moisturizer, the matte version of that moisturizer. Then clean your ears with a Q-tip. Just get you some regular old Q-tips. This is from Dollar Tree. Q-tips, clean in your ear Q-tip, right? Cotton swab for for your face when you use the alcohol. If you want to be extra out, some days when you don't exfoliate, you can use stuff like this. Use a face mask, use some eye patches, get rid of those bags. Oh, this eye cream right here. I use this for the bags. This is really good. That's pretty much it. If you use makeup, make sure you put your moisturizer, your sunscreen, your primer on first. Period. Keep your lips popping. You don't need to exfoliate your lips because, baby, all it's gonna do is make your lips just look retarded. Don't do that. You don't need to do all that. You're gonna be extra out if you do that. So doing your face is good. Now let's move on to just the body, like the body, yada yada. Yada 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 yada. For the body, how you take your shower step by step. First cleanse. And I'm gonna do shaving, exfoliating, all that. You don't exfoliate the same day you fucking shave. That is where I mess up at. That's why I got strawberry legs. You exfoliate the same day you shave. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to exfoliate at least a day before. And baby, you're not supposed to grow my face. So boom. I'm not gonna write it on screen. Just listen to what I got to say and take notes. First cleanse using a rag or a African net sponge, the real one with the knots, like that. First cleanse, non-scented soap or an acid. The acid or non-scented soap that I use is I forgot what it's called, but it's this. Baby, I forgot what it's called, but I use that, and I think it's glycolic acid. Good for discoloration. Because, of course, look at me, I'm discolorated. Sorry, not sorry. So, then, or you can just use a regular non-scented soap. You can use Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap, I guess. Or you can use this. You can literally use this. I don't use this on my body. I just use the acid. I don't use the acid every day. Then after that, you're going to wash your downstairs with this. I use this rag right here. Let me tell you why. It gets in there. I'm talking about in it. You can use either side and it's gonna get in here, and I feel like it's real good for down there. Period. You're gonna get in there, and I need y'all to pull it back. I need y'all to pull one flap. I ain't gonna call it up, but I'm gonna call it a flap. Pull one flap back. I need you to really get in there. Whoa. That's your first cleanse. Underarms, get you some exfoliating gloves like that. And baby, get you the same soap you wash your body with and go up under there. You do need to detox your underarms. You need to get some apple cider vinegar and some, I say, baking soda, because your underarms needs to be detoxed because it got toxins in it. You eat Skittles and chips and shit. I'm just saying. After that, you're gonna exfoliate your body using it's like a glove. And you're just gonna get water and you're just gonna rub your body and exfoliate it top to bottom. I don't use, well, I have exfoliate, like sugar scrubs to exfoliate, but I don't use them anymore because y'all know the Moroccan Korean little glove thing. I bought that recently. Start using that, baby. Body looking day.
I always say body tea, body tea, body tea. How about body matcha? I never hear you bitches say body matcha, body matcha. Body matcha up. Like
one of them Moroccan gloves. Morocco. Need that. Get that back. Get that buddy. Get that all out. So after you do that, it's either you do that or you don't exfoliate every day. Probably exfoliate once or twice. I ain't gonna lie. Shave once a week. Exfoliate at least a day before. Not the same day. Come on now. Let's be grown. So, and after that, you don't have to shave. I don't personally shave. I use hair removal cream. And so, do that. Then you gonna go on with your second cleanse. Just how you did it. But you gonna need to use a scented soap because you need to smell good now. Now it's time to smell good. Now that's when you ain't gotta use the exfoliating gloves if you don't want to for your underarms. You can just go in with your whole body, not your downstairs, but your whole body with the exfoliating African net sponge, and you pretty good to go. You don't need all the extra out stuff, bro. Literally, that's it. Then after the shower, as soon as you get out the shower, spray that perfume. The places where you put that perfume on, pat it dry, put some powder on it. I promise you it's gonna stick. Or you can put perfume in your powder and it's gonna stick. Dry off thoroughly. Oh, wait. I don't do this personally, but you can. If you want to come out like the shower already moisturized, you can put on a shower oil. But if you really don't care, just dry your body off when you get out the shower. In those areas that you sweat a lot, put you some witch hazel on, or you can wipe it down like with alcohol. They literally work the same. Put some powder in those places. Baby, y'all on this cancer thing about this powder, baby, I would have been dead. I've been using powder since I came out the womb. Use your powder. Put the powder in those places. I use this powder Johnson, and period. And always keep you some baby wipe. Oh, lotion. Y'all know the lotion I use, but that's the lotion. I know the deodorant I use. That's the deodorant, but I did just get this Tone deodorant. When I go take a shower, I'm gonna test it out. And so just do that, and you can add your body butter. You can be all extra out and put all that on there. But I personally don't do all that extra out stuff. I do have stuff that I put on occasionally, but I'm not really extra out. So, and then you're just popping. Make sure you put some powder in your underwear so you can stay fresh all day. I'm telling you, powder in your underwear or coconut oil on your hoo-ha. Not like, get in there with that coconut oil. Good for the hoo-ha, real good. And period. Then you're gonna be period. Oh, and you're in the shower, please wash your feet. Get you the little scrubber thing with the stone on it or whatever. Just wash your feet real quick. Boom. I don't lotion my feet. I don't lotion my feet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, but I just don't do that. I'm sorry. Oh, and take y'all some vitamins. I don't take all them extra out. Make me celebrity vitamins. That's too much, girl. Just get you some of these and you good. And that's pretty much for the body. Keep you some nice clothes. Buy your clothes seasonally for the next season. Can't stress that enough. Buy shoes whenever a shoe come out that you like, or whenever you want a shoe. Shoes ain't really important to me. I don't really wear shoes. So that's really it. Now our next subject, I gotta get real. School and public settings. School. In school, I need you to worry about your books. I don't need you smoking. I don't need you coming to school high. I don't care if it makes you focus. Maybe use your actual brain and learn something, little baby. All right? I don't need you coming to school smell like marijuana. I don't need you smoking marijuana in the bathroom. I don't need you on no vape. I don't need you on no pen. I don't no cart. I don't need you on nothing. Cause that ain't it. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I did some activities that I probably shouldn't have did, but it was a learning experience, and I found out that I'm the person that don't like doing stuff like that, cause it gets me absolutely nowhere. But if you can tell me what getting high or drinking or anything, vape, this, that, gets you, and it's actually a reasonable point, and there's nothing else that you can do besides smoke, then I'll let you slide. But in school, focus on your education. Focus on your books. You don't need to be focused about no boy. You don't need to focus about no weed. You don't need to focus about nothing else but them books. As soon as you get out of school, then that's when I guess you focus on whatever you want to focus on. I'm not you. And I'm going to just touch the topic of boys because I really don't really care to talk about that. Niggas are weird. But some niggas ain't weird. Go for the nigga that not weird. Go for the one that you like and he's actually nice and he doesn't act different when he gets in front of a crowd. Same with friends. If they act different in front of a crowd, oh, they acting cool with you, but as soon as they go in front of the homegirl, it's like they acting totally different. Cut them off. And I know y'all have bonds with these people, but baby, that bond ain't gonna make you no money. The what? Girl, that bond ain't gonna make you $1, a dime. It's gonna cause you emotions. Fuck emotion. Happy, sad, mad, or angry. Goodbye. Toodles. Goodbye, my friend. Be safe, my friend. Shalom, hapadit. Baby, I don't owe no bitch no nothing. I got 3 friends. Please tell me when I need it up. It's nothing to it. It's not... You don't need a friend. You don't need a whole crowd of people cheering you on at the finish line, because at the end of the day, they ain't got the same mindset as you. They ain't trying to get to the same position as you. They trying to do something else. It's either y'all gonna support each other and do it this way, or y'all gonna do it together. But if y'all on a whole different pathway and y'all always arguing this and that and the third, man, I had to tell 2 of my friends, hey, y'all ain't finna be friends no more, because all y'all do is argue with each other. Y'all obviously not friends. And they stopped being friends because they was friends for a long ass time, but it wasn't doing nothing but causing emotional damage. Fuck your emotion. Goodbye. Get out her life and you get out her life. Y'all, it don't just need to be no confrontation, no nothing. It doesn't need to be no pettiness. If it's pettiness, you just petty. And I ain't even finna worry about you being petty because I'm on a whole nother wave than you. Same goes with boys. It's a boyfriend for a reason. It ain't like you getting married. Do that. I ain't even gonna even touch that type of girl. If you ask me about marriage, I believe in marriage. Don't get me wrong. But one thing is, I don't have a good example of marriage. I'm not gonna lie.
You gon' suffer. I done took too much of this. You gon' cry. You gon' pay me in tears. You gon' cry.
So as soon as I find a good example of marriage, then maybe I get on that bandwagon. But right now, in public setting, do not act. I can't express this enough. Baby, do not act different. Do not act like how everybody else. Act like you. Be yourself. Do what you want to do. They're going to accept you more if you be like you and be yourself. Me, when I go out in public, I be myself. Everybody, hi me. Hi. How are you doing? Nobody calls me Mula. That's what I call myself. If you didn't know. So, act like yourself. You do not need to act like the next girl. You don't need to look like the next girl. Be yourself. And you're going to get more respected. I know being yourself is a little uncomfortable, but you got to get over that uncomfortability. You have to get to feel comfortable next time. You have to feel uncomfortable to gain comfortability. Don't ask me nothing else about that. Just be yourself. That's all you have to do is be yourself. You see me? I get on this camera every day. Be myself. You gotta be her. You ain't gotta be him. Be yourself. Thank you. Be yourself. Thank you. Now